One of these days, I got an extremely frustrated message from George, a candidate that was doing our course and going through the McKinsey recruiting process. George told me he thought that McKinsey had lied to him in their feedback. He said something along the lines of, "I'm an engineer, I was top of my class in all math-related subjects, and I didn't make any math mistakes in any of my cases. But still in my feedback, my interviewer told me that I failed to show analytical skills." I honestly think he didn't even know who I was when he was saying it, because that doesn't make any sense to me. I know that McKinsey takes their whole recruiting process seriously, so that was very unlikely to me. So I started asking him questions to try to figure out why he got rejected. Sure enough, he hadn't made any math mistakes. But being analytical means a lot more than being good in math. Analysis questions are about testing your ability to understand and make decisions from data. Yeah, sometimes you're going to need to do some math to get there, but the point is to lead your project and your team based on data. Let me give you an example of how a consultant would use their analytical skills in a project, just like you would in a case interview. Imagine you're a consultant and you're working on a large model to figure out which equipment would be best for a client's operation, considering total costs. After you're over, you find out that equipment A will cost 5, equipment B will cost 7, equipment C will cost 7.5. And you also find out that there are several nuances to this, and the decision can't be made merely based on the numbers. But it's also a Thursday morning, and you won't get to see your manager until Monday. As a consultant, you're not expected to sit around and wait for instructions on what to do. You're expected to go, understand the numbers, understand the nuances, and start working on next steps. Maybe those next steps are diving deeper into those nuances. Maybe they're making a plan for the purchase and installment of that new equipment. Maybe they're making a plan of who you have to convince to get an initiative going, and even the arguments you're going to use for each stakeholder. Whatever, it's your job to figure out what those numbers mean and what the next steps are. And that's what's at the core of the consultant's analytical skills, knowing what to do based on the new information you have. Getting to a number is something a computer can do, and that doesn't make you so special. Instead, your job as a consultant is helping people make decisions based on those numbers. To make sure you can learn and practice all those skills, we've designed this analysis module with a 4-step approach to solve any analytical question. This is going to allow you to practice each one of the skills individually, no matter what your weakness is.